Hello, hi there. My name is Bella, and welcome to my channel, you gorgeous Scorpios. And this is your love horoscope for September 2017. Sorry, I look a bit surprised because normally, sometimes when I do readings, sometimes my guides get specific basically, and they want to sort of single out a certain group of Scorpios, and they're doing it with yours. But I'm surprised because actually they're doing it if you're single, which hardly ever comes up. So if you are a single Scorpio, then this reading is definitely for you. More often. There will be some tones that will apply to other Scorpios, so in an established connection, let's say, but this is one that is specifically for single Scorpios only, mostly. So I do apologise. So if you're watching me for the first time, how I work is I work with my spirit guides, so a little bit different to how most people do their horoscope or readings here on YouTube, but that's how I work. And if you'd like to know more about me and my services, just look at the links below to find out some more. So, right. The way it's been made me feel, because September overall was a really positive month. Now that we've got past the solar eclipse, we've got this really beautiful energy that is the best month this year for most star signs. And you're no different. I think the only thing that's different with yours is one that I'm focusing on singleness, but also yours starts good right from the beginning and then gets a little bit sort of complicated, but only if you let it. Only if you let it. Because my guides are saying here, this is a bit like you need to imagine you're a poker player when it comes to dealing with your love life, but in particular dealing with somebody that you meet if you're single and you meet them right from the beginning. But also it's about how you let other people influence you or them in your relationship too, because I'm getting here a lot of interference. Because in a way, like, if you've been single and you've been single for a long time and your friends who may be in a connection or maybe they're single too, they kind of used to you being single, and then you meet somebody and it's been shown, like, probably you met them at the end of last month, or you meet them bang at the beginning of the first couple of weeks in September, and it's a great connection. You are loved up. It's that new butterfly feeling. It is awesome. You are like this person I'm going to marry. You're that into that person that straight away. You're seeing each other's friends straight away. There's nothing being hidden. Like, you're there, you're with that person, you want to spend all your time with them. The thing is, people around you are noticing, and not necessarily, whether they're aware of it or not liking it, because the part of you that was for them in the way that you was is not there anymore. And unfortunately, because of that, they're going to try and sabotage. So you've got that aspect, but also with the connection that you do have, because it's also happening to them a little bit too. And so there you two are trying to just be about you and them, but you've got other people. This could be family, friends, trying to sour the water basically, so that you feel a bit conflicted. And as a result, this beautiful thing that is there, you're both trying to cling on to, I get here, turns into this game of poker where you're both trying to present one way to your friends and family to keep them out of your business, basically. But also, it is some of that messaging is getting through to you. It's a bit like if somebody's like loading a gun, they just have to give you the bullet and see you fire off. So they might say something to you like, oh, well, yeah, I heard that he or she is really, really good, but they didn't call you the other day, didn't you? Or I heard that they were seen here. Well, none of it is true, but because the seed has been planted or the gun has been loaded, you're like, oh, well, no, he or she wouldn't do that, wouldn't they? And you start looking at them and wondering. It sours the water a little bit. So you'd end up wanting this love connection and it's all really, really good, but then you end up looking at them with suspicious eyes because of the interference of other people. Now, hopefully, because you've seen this, you won't be doing that with each other. You'll be looking at the other people and going, what's your game? What are you doing? What are you trying to do? And some of them will feel like it's coming from a completely innocent place. Some of them won't even know they're doing it because it's coming from a place of they're concerned or they're dismissing you. So they're starting to see things that aren't really there in order to kind of sour the water. So some of them they will be aware, some of them they won't be aware. But basically, my guides are starting the reading like that. Is that you need to be super conscious about what is happening with other people and then how it's impacting you in this beautiful, really good connection. Because if you don't, what ends up happening here is the gossip keeps continuing. It gets into your head. Your own negative critic creeps in, particularly in the third week. It kind of creeps in. You then pull away from each other so you can think about whether this is the right relationship for you, when actually it's a perfect relationship, but you've let other people get in the way of your thoughts, that you start seeing what they're seeing and it sours the water. Don't do that. You need to put your poker face on and you need to know what's going on with people's energies around you this month, and that so that it does not impact this lovely relationship, because this is how it should go. This is what's been shown. So in your first week, and probably before that, but it's been shown that you've met somebody new, and or if not, you're going to be meeting somebody new. And it's young lover's dream. It is all that newness and nuances of new love. There's romance. You're taking, you're doing things. You're feeling really good. You're feeling really, really good. And I get here that both of you are putting hard work with each other. You're content. You feel very safe. You feel very secure. And it just continues that way if you don't let other people creep in. It's really hard because even as I'm trying to tell you this story, my guides are showing how just as you're sort of, like a Disney movie, you're kind of really enjoying yourself, other people are trying to swoop in and going, did you hear that he's got 1 foot bigger than the other? Did you hear that she was dating that guy and I think they're still dating each other? Like, you're going to hear stuff. You're going to be like, oh, isn't that strange that their Facebook page says that? Maybe then, they haven't changed their status, they've not got nothing there, maybe because they're with it, or maybe, like, it's like childish gossip, I have to say, to the point it's even irritating me. But it seems to be effective because obviously it's coming from people that you know and you trust, and it's just because they're not, because you really, and we've all been there when a friend gets with somebody and they get so into that person, it changes them a little bit. They don't like it. And so because of that, they try to interfere in your happiness, this bond, which if you're not careful, instead of it remaining this happy kind of, we're bonding some more, we're doing things with each other, you're meeting my friends, you're meeting my family, and it's straight away. This could even be your mum, I have to say. Guys, which of course, if your mother tells you something, so a lot of you may pay attention to it. But the thing is, it's not just on your side; it also is happening for the other person too. So this, in a way, is a real test of your bond with this person, which is really strong and really beautiful, but super interfered with right from the get-go. And I think if you can be very mindful of what other people are doing and mindful of how you're interacting, but really have that really open, honest communication with that person straight away so that they know what other people are doing, they know, that you're going to answer questions about certain things so that you clear it up straight away so it doesn't build into something that is actually not true because you sort of let your imagination get away with you. Don't be afraid, because I feel like with this person, you can ask them anything. So don't be afraid to, because it will just squash those rumours straight away and will keep you and that person connected, basically. So, because if you don't, at the end of the month, this joyous month, this really, really positive month, you're both sitting there going, should we be together? Should we not be together? I don't know if we should be together, because it's not going to work out. You're going to let the pessimism from probably some not so much good luck happening in your love life get on top of you. You don't want to let the fear of the trust or you being let down because of past experiences get on top of you. And you certainly don't want to let somebody load your gun, basically, to load you up so that you start to see things in a negative way. Play your cards right. Maybe don't share too much about what's going on with you and this new person, with people close. Let it be this private, beautiful thing so that you know all the nuances and all the everything about that person before you let other people try to sour the water. Very, very specific reading for you single Scorpios out there, that basically you're going to get into this connection and people want to ruin it. And it's for selfish reasons, but not everybody realizes they're doing it. They just miss their friend or don't like that you're moving on. And what happened? What does it mean for them? You know, are you going to be around? Are you going to still get to see them? Of course you are, but they've got to allow you to enjoy what you've been desiring for a long time, which you deserve for a long time too. So I really hope that's helped you single Scorpios out there. So the great news in this is that there is great love right from the get-go. In fact, you may have met them already, as you've seen, just as you're watching this, at the ends of August. It's a good, solid connection that will only be ruined, or the waters will be soured unnecessarily if you allow the opinions of other people to trigger your fear. Ignore it, ignore them. So I do hope that's helped, and sorry if you're not a single Scorpio, but just be aware. Just be aware. The energy, in a way, will be sort of similar in terms of, even if you're established, you might have people interfering in your connection. But this was definitely mainly for single Scorpios. So I really hope that's helped. And again, if you'd like to know more about me and my services, just look at the links below. And I will see you in October. Take care.